BitQuest.
Greets peeps, and welcome to the BitQuest Hit Test, the series where I take a look at an indie game and try to determine, is it a hit or should you quit? Today we're looking at a game called Godly Corp, the debut release from Polish developer TR8 Taurus Studios. Godly Corp is a comedic simulator similar to games like Octodad and Surgeon Simulator, relying on cumbersome controls and absurd physics to provide its challenges and enjoyment. You take the role of a tentacled intern, slogging away at his desk and eagerly watching the clock tick closer to break time. Being a fan of Lovecraftian horror and other cephalopod-centric games, I was eager to try it out, and the developer was nice enough to provide me with a review key, though do bear in mind that this holds no bearing on my opinion. Using your Catulian protrusion to peruse the room, your daily office duties see you tackling all sorts of ridiculous scenarios, like pest control, piloting a drone, and even defending yourself from incoming asteroids. This level is made entirely of green screens! Also there's Daleks. Another level pays homage to the massively successful Five Nights at Freddy's series. In fact, the game is filled with pop culture references and surreal humour, but it never feels like a rip-off or shoehorned in. Unlike another game I looked at in the past. Hey kid, what's going on? Each level is unique and interesting, leaving you excited to see what silly puzzles come next. Scores are tallied up at the end of each level or day, depending on your performance, speed, and how many objects are left remaining on the desk after you've waggled your wibbly limb everywhere. By the way, that mug is adorable, and I want one. Your score is uploaded to an online leaderboard, adding replay value like the good old days of Atari and arcades. Graphically, Godly Corp is typical fare for an indie Unity game, but that's really all it needs to be. There are options to change the colour of your background and tentacle though, so you can pimp out those suckers. The music used in the game is fitting enough, and the track playing is changed by using your tentacle on the radio. Though I like this little detail, it can be irritating that the game defaults back to the first song at the beginning of every stage. Sound effects can be a little strange, but are far from the worst I've heard. The AI Overseer has a dry wit reminiscent of GLaDOS from the Portal series, and occasionally the radio music will be interrupted by an ad or a news story. All of this culminates in a fantastic atmosphere that really drives the game's concept home, and makes you appreciate the effort put into it. Some text may be somewhat lost in translation, but this does nothing to take away from the charm. Controls are expectedly awkward, but never too frustrating. For example, on my first attempt of the drone level, I failed miserably, but by the second try, I'd gotten 6 whole crystals. 6 crystals! The most trouble I had was getting the planetoids to rotate properly, but I put that down to me being one of those inverted heathens. In fact, I had the same exact issue with steering in Kerbal Space Program. All up, Godly Corp will likely only take you a few hours to complete, but those few hours will certainly be enjoyable. Its clever concept and insane scenarios make Godly Corp a hit. Retailing at $11.50 Australian. That's right, Steam finally has Australian currency.
Jackaroo, you're on!
It's a little on the pricier side, but it's a nautical mile better than many of the other offerings in this price bracket. Eventually the developer plans to add VR support, though no concrete date is set at this time. I feel this addition would justify the price more, as the concept would certainly benefit from it. Appropriate links will be down in the description below, and I'll catch you on the flippity flop. Thank you very much for watching my first scripted review video. I hope you enjoyed what you saw, and I'd love to hear your thoughts both on it and the game I featured. If you'd like to see more content like this, then, well, there's plenty of people doing it all over YouTube. But if you'd like to see me doing more of this, then subscribing will get you one step closer.